Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Monday to you. Hope your day goes well and all the other good things and all the other good things goes your way. Um, Last night was a hell of a night. We saw the Royal Rumble in its glory and all its splendor, and it was a great show. In my opinion, it was a very great show. The night before, NXT Takeover did an excellent job, and I believe the Royal Rumble did as good a job. Maybe not on par with Takeover, but it still was a great show. Um, so I'm going to bring you the results and such and all that, and try and break it down as quick as possible. I don't want to be too long because I got to go back to work and all that good stuff. So let's dive right in. First, we saw a match that nobody seen on the original card, but it came about. The Raw Tag Team Champions, Bobby Roode and Chad Gable, squared off with Razor of AOP and Scott Dawson of the Revival. And um, I don't know what to say about this match. I mean, I kind of figured Gable and Roode would win. I mean, I guess the step was had Razor and Scott Dawson won, then both of their teams would receive future title shots. But I guess it's not to be. Chad Gable and Bobby Roode ended up winning the match, and that's that. Um, Next, we saw on the pre-show Rusev versus Nakamura. It was a good match. Wasn't horrible. Pretty solid. No real complaints. I picked Rusev to win, but Nakamura ended up walking away with the United States Championship. So I took an L on that one. Um, a match I was kind of excited for, the Fatal 4-Way for the Cruiserweight Championship. Buddy Murphy versus Tozawa versus Kalisto versus Hideo Itami. And a match that we saw Buddy Murphy retain the Cruiserweight Championship. But I was excited to see all four of those guys display their skills on a big stage, such as the Royal Rumble. And, like, it was like Buddy Murphy, to me, is as good as advertised. And, he could do some big things in the future. But right now, he's been a very great Cruiserweight champion. And I can't wait to see more of him on 205 Live. So I picked Buddy Murphy to win, so that's a dub in the books for me. Um, Now we get to the main show. We got the Bar squaring off against Shane McMahon and The Miz for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Now, if you were to tell me that Shane McMahon was going to do a shooting star press, I would have laughed in your face. He tried coast to coast, didn't get it, but he pulled off a shooting star press at his age. I couldn't believe it. It was great. And then for him and The Miz to win the tag team titles was even better. And I actually picked him to win that match. So that's a dub in my book there. Okay. Next we had actually Oscar and Becky kicked off the show. But, I already covered The Miz and the Bar. So just going to go right to Oscar and Becky. I actually picked Becky Lynch to win the title because I figured they'd probably use Oscar as a holdover champion and have Becky go into WrestleMania as the champion. But obviously, the WWE had different plans. Oscar retains the women's title for SmackDown. Becky Lynch tapped out to her clean, too. I was surprised at that also. But hey, it is what it is. Oscar's still the champ. And I actually picked Becky Lynch, so that's an L for me. Um, Ronda Rousey and Sasha Banks. That was a great match. Despite what people say about Ronda, like she can't wrestle this and can't wrestle that, she did a pretty damn good job against a damn good wrestler last night in Sasha Banks. Those two went back and forth, and that match told a very nice story as well. And I'm just not surprised, but I'm actually elated at how fast Ronda Rousey is picking all this up, and she's doing a very good job. I picked Ronda Rousey to win. She retains the title. That's a dub for me. Um, the new Daniel Bryan defending the WWE Championship versus the phenomenal AJ Styles. That match, honestly, for the most part, it was okay. It was kind of slow at times, but it was entertaining. I picked Daniel Bryan to win. Daniel Bryan with the help of Eric Rowan, which surprised me. I wonder what they're gonna do there. Like what's gonna happen with the Bludgeon Brothers and such. But I guess we'll worry about that down the line. Daniel Bryan retains the WWE Championship. I picked him to win. That's another W in my book. Excuse me. Um, let's see. We have Finn Balor versus Brock Lesnar. I actually picked Finn Balor. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I don't know what gave me the idea to believe that Finn Balor would actually win the title last night, but I was holding out hope that maybe we would get Finn Balor and Rollins 2 at WrestleMania. I guess that's not going to be, as Brock Lesnar would retain the WWE Universal Championship following making Finn Balor tap out. Finn Balor put on a hell of a show, and he put on a hell of a match and made a believer out of Brock Lesnar, which is why Brock Lesnar pretty much kicked the crap out of him when the match was over. So, yeah, if you don't believe in Finn Balor, believe in him now. I mean, he lost the match, but he let y'all know that he's no fluke. I don't know why my nose is itching so much. Excuse me for scratching so much like that. So that's an L for me in there. The women's Royal Rumble match. Come on. Becky tapped out clean to Asuka. Did y'all not think she was going to not be in the Royal Rumble match? Come on. But she ended up replacing Lana, who had a injury. Yeah, it was a pretty solid match. It was very entertaining. I liked what Naomi did in the match. Too bad Mandy Rose messed all that up. And good showing from Io Shirai and I forgot the one Chinese lady. I forgot her name. I'll come back to her later. I'll look her up. It was a good match overall. I picked Charlotte to win. Becky ended up winning. And that's an L in my book there. So, yeah. And the men's Royal Rumble match, I picked Seth Rollins, and it came to be. Seth Rollins is going to WrestleMania to likely challenge Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. Or maybe he can swerve us all to challenge Daniel Bryan. But I figured he's going for the Universal title. You know, since he had it in his grasp against Balor, but he came up short. So, yeah. Outside of a few, surprises, I wouldn't call Kurt Angle a surprise. Jeff Jarrett was a wasted spot. I don't know why he was in it in the first place. It was good to see Aleister Black and Johnny Gargano. Aleister Black actually eliminated Dean Ambrose. I was surprised to see that. But yeah, it was a good Royal Rumble match. Not eye-popping, but it was, it kept my interest. And I picked Seth Rollins to win. He came through. And, yeah. If I had to grade the Royal Rumble as a whole, the pay-per-view as a whole, I'd give it a B+. I'd give it a B+. So as far as picking the matches, I was 5-4 on the night. Not counting that first match because I didn't know of it. Like it wasn't on the original card. So yeah. So that's that. And I believe the next pay-per-view is Elimination Chamber, and that's in 3 weeks. So yeah, let's see what happens tonight on Raw. Following the Royal Rumble.